Hi everyone, this is Knowledge Topper, and in this video we are discussing about a topic that is related to human resource management, and that is the selection process. So before moving towards the selection process, you must know the difference between the process of recruitment and the process of selection. If I can make you guys remember that finding the interested candidates who have submitted their profiles for a particular job is the process of recruitment, and choosing the best and most suitable candidates among them is the process of selection. The selection process results in elimination of unsuitable candidates, as well as it includes many important steps which we now looking forward to discuss. But before moving towards the main information, please subscribe our channel Knowledge Topper and do press the bell icon to gain more knowledge that helps you in establishing your career. So let's start it. So the very first step in selection process is the application form. Now, during the recruitment process, potential candidates are asked to fill out the job application forms, which report the skills, qualifications, experiences of potential candidates. Like these forms are accordingly screened or studied by matching the skills, qualification of the candidate and requirement for the vacant job. Every organization has made different application form, and some organization use Excel to record data of each candidate and can evaluate them accordingly. As well as sometimes potential candidates are also asked to fill up a blank application form, like in their own handwriting, to understand the expressions, opinions, or they want to know more about handwriting. If I can give you an example, if it is a job related to newspaper, then they are more interested in a writing process. Now, if we talk about the employment test, which is our second step, like every test is designed in a way that it is relevant to the nature of job. There are a lot of sections, like they can use general knowledge questions, they can use communication skills questions to test you, as well as they can ask you about English language and complex questions, as well as analytical questions. So there are a lot of questions they may ask you in the employment test. The main purpose for conducting employment test is to know more about the candidate's capabilities and skills. Like, for example, as I already give you an example of a newspaper, like a newspaper company may conduct a writing test for potential candidates to gauge their writing abilities. So the purpose of employment test is to determine whether the candidates have the necessary skills and abilities that can be appropriately utilized in according to the job's requirement. So there are several employment tests considered by organization depending upon the nature of industry and the relevance to the nature of the job. Now, if we talk about the third step, which is the interview, in third process of selection, an interviewer, here you have to give an interview according to the circumstances. An interviewer can ask you some structure or unstructured questions. In structural questions, there are some pre-planned set of questions, while in unstructured in interview, and an interviewer asks you questions he or she is more interested in conversation with an interviewee. So you have to be concise and to the point while answering these questions. The more you speak, the more interviewer is asking you questions. So you have to be to the point, and to the point doesn't mean you don't have to provide precise information. You have to provide all sorts of information. You have to be to the point and confident at the same time while answering. You don't have to provide lack of information. Now, if you talk about the background information, which is our fourth step, mostly every candidate show themselves good enough in front of an interviewer. Most organizations ask candidates to provide names of referees or provide references from whom more information about the candidates can be implored. The purpose is to know more about the background of a candidate. All such information is related to understanding the character, working approach, behavior, and confidence of a potential candidate. This process mainly aims at you can say garnering reassurance regarding candidates' experience and abilities in their past. Now, if we talk about the fifth step, which is additional interview, it is optional. If an interview wants to know more about candidate, or they want to confirm anything, that this option can be choose. If you talk about the sixth step, which is medical or drug exam, then we have different medical or drug examination as well. The purpose of conducting such exams to check for employees' health and medical conditions, any allergies, sensitivities, asthmas, as well as they can test you related to chest x-rays. It helps organization to ensure employers' safety, as well as it helps in avoiding such tasks which can cause such harm to employees. Again, it depends on the nature of job. An organization wants a candidate to work for. If it's a physical job, then organization highly focus on employees who are physically fit. Now, if you talk about the seventh step, which is making the job offer, after the completion of all above steps, then the very next step is to making the job offer for a particular position to the chosen candidate. Development of an offer maybe via email or letter. It is sometimes a more formal part of this process, as well as compensation and benefits will also be defined in this job offer. So the last step is job placement, and this is the final step. A suitable job is allocated to the appointed candidate, so that they can get the whole idea about the nature of the job, as well as they can get adjusted to the job and perform well in the future with all capacities and strengths. So this is the process of selection in HRM. Hope you understand about the whole process. If you like this video, do subscribe our channel Knowledge Topper, as well as like our Facebook page, and do join our Facebook group as well. So this is it for this video. Thank you so much everyone. It's time to say bye bye.